As we look to the coming year, there are three themes that I want to focus on: stewardship, calling, and love. I spent a bunch of years working with my son's scout troop. We tried to impress upon them the importance of leaving the campsite a little cleaner than they found it. Well, as lawyers and judges, as stewards of this system of law and justice, we need to leave our campsite, the legal system, the legal profession, a little cleaner and a little better than we found it. What do we want the court system to look like in 20 years? We're appointing a next generation courts commission chaired by Lawton Stevens, a member of this board, to look at those broad questions about the court system. But among other things, it will look at how do we get a statewide e-filing system in the state trial courts. My home state of Alabama has had for several years an e-filing system in the state courts. One thing we want to do in the next year is catch up with Alabama. We have a committee on criminal justice reform chaired by Pat Head, a member of this board. The points were made by seasoned district attorneys that judges need to be able to have the discretion to distinguish between a 17-year-old with 2 beers and a squirt gun and a 35-year-old with an AK-47. The focus in criminal justice always has to be on public safety, and we can't get away from that. But we can be both tough on crime and smart on crime. That's very closely related to indigent defense, which the bar has been working on for years and years. Brian Cavan, our outgoing past president, has graciously agreed to chair the Indigent Defense Committee. And this next year, I expect that our effort will go forward with trying to secure a reliable income stream for funding indigent defense. Another issue that's closely related to that is the juvenile code. It will be out for a comment period this summer. And I encourage you to look at it closely. And Pat O'Connor, one of the most experienced and wise members of this board, will chair the Long-Range Planning Committee to look at some of the long-term trends in the legal profession. We have issues going on in our profession in terms of outsourcing internationally, in terms of commoditization of legal services, in terms of more do-it-yourself stuff. Now, the second theme is calling. Patrick Millsaps and Camilla will chair a new committee on Main Street lawyers to provide guidance and mentoring for lawyers who want to go build their lives and careers in smaller communities around Georgia. Now, when lawyers die or are disabled in the middle of practice, as solos particularly, or small firms, and they haven't made arrangements for what happens to their clients and to their practice, it is a problem for their estates. It's a problem for the bar. Our general counsel's office has to go out and recruit people to be receivers, and it's a mess. We're going to call this the Continuity of Practice Committee, and it will be chaired by Craig Stafford from Hinesville. Lawyers can simply take the forms, fill in the blanks, get a buddy, do a buddy system. You drop dead, I'll take care of you. I drop dead, you take care of my clients. The third theme is love. Our pro bono committee, our access to justice committee, will continue to be chaired by Tim Floyd at Mercer Law School. And one thing that they will do is very shortly develop a one-stop shop for pro bono opportunities in Georgia. Georgia Legal Services works at the bleeding edge, dealing with Georgians who are at the bottom of the economic ladder. And I ask you to join me in donating to Georgia Legal Services on a painless monthly basis. We have a lawyer assistance program that deals with substance abuse and mental health issues in the profession. For rates of clinical depression, guess who's number one? We are. 13% of all lawyers were consuming an average of 6 or more alcoholic drinks per day. So I urge you that if you see people around you who are on that slippery slope, contact the program and try to get them into it. Finally, there's a new program that we're starting this year that will be chaired by Judge Bill Roomer from Columbus that we're borrowing from the Louisiana Bar. It's called Solace. It's when a member of the bar or their law staffs or the court staffs have a medical crisis in their family. This committee looks for something small and practical that can be done, a meaningful assistance. Remember that our worst mistakes are mathematical, in that we miscalculate the brevity of life and the length of eternity. God bless you all.